There's a great deal of skepticism these days when it comes to the Bible, including the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But is that skepticism warranted? Dr. Sam Lamerson, a professor at Knox Theological Seminary, founded by Dr. D. James Kennedy, said, quote, "Many assume that Christianity is a historical myth, much like Apollos or some of the Greek myths. But the biblical Gospels are far more trustworthy than most people realize. What we have are historically verifiable events that happened 2,000 years ago that were written down very close to the time that they happened and that were preserved in over 5,000 manuscripts that we have today." End quote. And those 5,000, we might add, are just the ones in Greek. Dr. Paul Meier, retired history professor and prolific author, observes that the Gospels are filled with points of tangency with sources outside the Bible. The Gospels mention specific towns and places and people. Many of these can also be found in secular records outside of the Scriptures. Meier says, quote, "For a historian, this is a remarkable demonstration that the sources that we have inside of Scripture are very reliable indeed." End quote. Nonetheless, if you turn on television specials around this time, you're likely to hear some scholars cast doubt on the Gospels. Meier responds, "I think all these critics are trying so hard to find reasons not to believe, and therefore they approach this material with a hopeless bias." Well, consider the opening of Luke's Gospel. Quote, "Many have undertaken to draw up an account of the things that have been fulfilled among us, just as they were handed down to us by those who from the first were eyewitnesses and servants of the Word. With this in mind, since I myself have carefully investigated everything from the beginning, I too decided to write an orderly account for you, most excellent Theophilus," presumably some Roman official, "so that you may know the certainty of the things you have been taught." End quote from Luke. An interesting aspect of the reliability of the Gospels, often overlooked, is related to archaeology. Now, to organize a dig is very expensive, but modern archaeologists have found very reliable guides in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, as well as the first century historian Josephus. So we can take the Gospels as gospel? Absolutely. They are indeed the gospel truth. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.